It's been a while since we last looked at some scary moments captured live, so I decided to find 10 more even scarier videos. So welcome to 10 scary moments captured live. This footage uploaded to Kenya Citizen TV's YouTube channel is one of the most famous paranormal phenomena ever captured live. In it we see the US President Barack Obama, who had just landed in Nairobi. At first everything seems fine and there is no sign of any paranormal activity. Obama steps off the plane and stops under the stairs to talk to those who have come to greet him. He stands there for a few minutes chatting with the locals when suddenly something very strange is caught on camera. A figure passes directly in front of the camera, the only strange thing being that it seems to be transparent. Even after slowing down the recording, it is not possible to tell what it could be. Many experts tried to figure out what this thing was, but unsurprisingly they came up with nothing. So many people naturally turn to the only possibility that it is some kind of paranormal entity. To this day it is a great mystery. Just as it is a mystery to me why more than 70% of you still haven't subscribed to my channel. So if you like my videos, then please click that little red button, I will be very happy for it. The following TV story, taken in November 2010, shows a little boy from Jamaica who is allegedly possessed by a spirit. His family says they tried to help him as much as possible, but the spirit still followed him everywhere he went. The clip opens with this boy sitting in a chair while a reporter asks him questions. Suddenly some invisible force grabs him from behind and tries to drag him away.
Yeah.
Fortunately, the reporter catches him in time and gets him out of the hands of this invisible power. A few minutes later, the boy claims to see the same ghost standing by the wall, and just a few seconds later, this happens. These activities started about 4 years ago before this video was broadcasted, and it is still not known if this boy experiences these activities or not. Uploaded to Steven NG YouTube channel, this video shows at first a normal report from a Turkish TV station. The crew of this station was first covering some random topic when suddenly something very strange happened. In the footage, we see a reporter standing in the middle of some open space and behind her several pedestrians enjoying a peaceful weekend. That quickly changes, however, when the cameraman notices 3 UFOs rising over the city. After a while, other passerbys notice it too, and the railing starts to fill up with people. The video ends only seconds later, so we don't know what happened after that. So, is this a real capture of extraterrestrial life or just a very good hoax? In October 2021, the TV station WNYT managed to capture something very disturbing during a live broadcast. The crew was filming a report at Greenwich Cemetery in New York regarding the strange things happening there. Well, it seems that they also unknowingly managed to capture a small demonstration. Look.
And as you can see behind me here, we have a few gravestones, but what you can't see because it's dark out, and as you can see behind me here,
we can see a transparent white figure walking just a few meters behind the reporter, which the crew didn't even notice at the time. Many locals say that this cemetery is haunted by many spirits, so did this station really manage to capture one? Let me know what you think down below. This short clip is an excerpt from a live broadcast of a soccer match. When the goalkeeper kicks the ball back into play, something very strange can be seen in the background.
Ningún amonestado.
Sacará el arquero, le pega fuerte a la pelota. Vaca, se termina el encuentro de ida, octavo de final, Copa Bristol Libertadores.
A dark semi-transparent figure runs between the seats, even going through several people sitting on them. If you look closely, you can clearly see that the figure resembles a person, but definitely isn't one. So what else could it be? Some paranormal entity or just working at it? This entry comes from an unknown man who a few years ago posted his trip to an abandoned school near his home on Facebook. At first, the author just walks through the corridors and sometimes peeks into some of the classrooms. But then when he walks into one of these classrooms, this happens.
Pero vamos a ver. Son las 2:10 la chingada.
The author is obviously pretty freaked out by this, but this activity is far from over. When this incident happens for the second time, the author runs out of the room and the video suddenly ends. So what is your view on this video? Magic of invisible strings or real activity? Let me know in the comments. In 2016, a Thai model was on a talk show and suddenly something very strange started happening. This model claims that a demon started following her after a recent vacation and has been controlling her ever since. After explaining the story, she quiets down and starts doing this. One of the hosts of the show tries to put a Buddha necklace around her neck, and when he finally succeeds, the woman suddenly stops. After this clip was published, it immediately went viral in Thailand, and many people understandably believed it. There are also many people who see it as just a good marketing move though. Which side are you leaning into more than? More than 2 years ago, Mexican YouTuber Ricky Velasquez and his friends set out to explore an abandoned complex in an unknown location. According to many, this place is possessed by many souls who live here even several years after their death. So the authors go to the place and of course arrive in the middle of the night for a better atmosphere. They turn on the livestream and start walking through the big complex.
Con los pelos de punta. Este lugar llama mi atención bastante.
After a while they split up and each explores one part of the area. But when Ricky approaches a small shed where a witch supposedly lived, he quickly realizes that it wasn't the best idea.
¡Ey! No mames. ¡Ey!
This already freaked Ricky out a lot, but his viewers push him to stay for a little more and try to capture even more activity. He inadvertently did that just a few minutes later. Look closely or you won't notice. When the author turns the camera around the corner, you can see someone's hand quickly hide on the other side of the building. Ricky doesn't notice this at first, but shortly after he runs away to his friend and starts walking through another building with him. Unfortunately for him, it quickly becomes clear that the activity isn't weaker here.
¿Sientes ese frío? ¿Eh? Come on!
As Ricky looks around the garden, he catches a figure standing around the corner just a few meters away, looking directly at him. Ricky starts to run as fast as he can, but on the way he meets another figure, this time a little boy who even has an animal with him. The offer turns again in another direction, and this time he manages to reach his friend and escape from the scene. So what do you think of this video? Keep in mind that it was a live stream and would be much harder to fake than a normal video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. This photo was uploaded to Reddit a few months ago and has since been seen by thousands of people. On it we see a reporter, behind whom a terrifying figure of a girl can be seen standing motionless. It's not even known who this reporter is or what he was talking about, but despite this lack of information, the photo is pretty scary. Many people believe it was an evil entity, whereas others think it was just a normal person in a costume. I personally also find it a bit strange, but of course I'll leave the decision up to you. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, then please subscribe, like, and I'll see you next time.